Yeah, I think try adjusting them.
Adjust them first, see what happens, and then
If not, then put a new set in.
that sounds good to me.
Hey, welcome back to the Handlebar Garden. Today's adventure, we're going to adjust the clutches on the Roadking. Stay tuned.
All right, what we got to do here is you just pull this boot back, and that will expose this connection. And there, you use a 1/2 inch and a 9/16 inch. It's just a little nut on there, and you just break these loose. Shouldn't be too tight. A lot of times people get a little bit over anxious and they tighten them a little tighter rather. So just be careful of your paint, whatnot, not to let the wrench slip or nothing. Just break this loose, and what this will do, you'll bring this nut, you bring it back all the way back, and then this will loosen your clutch up. Just turn everything in, and your clutch handle will loosen up. This the only way you can adjust the clutch from here, and then we'll go to the next step. All right, on this here, we just break these T27s loose here. There's 5 of them. Usually I like to just kind of break each one a little bit before I remove them all. Just make sure they're all going to go. They're not tight, they're not very tight anyway, so shouldn't be any issue. Just back them out and set them aside, and we'll reuse them just in a few minutes. All right, after you got your derby cover off, you'll see your gasket. You generally always stick a little bit. Just take you like a little razor knife to get it started. Be gently. I mean, always pays to have one handy, but I like to try to reuse them. Usually get a couple uses out. Just be gentle with it. Take it off, kind of inspect it, make sure, and you just use your own discretion with that. But on this case, we reused it, and we had no problem. All right, what we're going to do here, we're going to break this loose from this nut. Takes a 7/32 Allen wrench and 11/16 wrench. Put your Allen wrench in there. And this is going to be a knuckle buster. So when that comes loose, just back that nut out some. And you just pull this out, just so it's loose. Now what I like to do is put an Allen wrench in here, and you're looking to feel it touch. And when it touches, you'll know. Just barely touch. And a lot of times I'll just go back and forth a little bit just to make sure I thought, you know. Okay, it's touching right there. So I need to back this out a 1/2 to 1 whole turn. So I use this as my gauge. There's 1/2. Then I'm going to go 3/4. That's what I like to do. Leave that in there. Take that nut, run have to be just super tight. It's supposed to be a little snug. And there you got it. That part's adjusted. Now all we've got to do is go back to the cable and adjust the slack out of the clutch lever. Alright, before we get to the clutch lever, I didn't think about putting the plate back on. We go ahead and put our derby cover back on. And this gasket didn't look bad at all, so we're going to reuse it. And I don't think it'll be any trouble. If there is, we've got one. So I just kind of wiped it off here and wiped down here real good. There's a little indention on this right there, so I'm going to try to put it right exactly back where it was. And of course you line up the holes there. I'll get the derby cover. There's a little sequence to tighten these up, of course, like everything else. Not too awful bad. It's only 5 bolts. It ain't like it's too hard to remember. And these torque spec on these are 80 to 100 inch-pounds. So you might want to look that up just to make sure for yourself. And you'll get it. It'll take just a few minutes, and you'll have this procedure done. And like just to snug that, then the rest of them pretty much go in there pretty quick. When you torque these down, what I like to do is always easiest for me to remember anyway, is I can make a star pattern. Here, 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 here. So that's what I like to do. Helps me to remember. Whole star pattern there. Like I said, these here they're not, you don't have to tighten these too tight. They're little. And don't want to break one, you know. We don't want to break one. And that's it. And you'll just torque the spec. Now we'll go up here and adjust the slack out of the lever. Show you how to get that done. Alright, so you can see we got all this play in our clutch lever. I'm going to run this down until I've got about 1/8 of an inch play. That's all we want. And then snug everything down, and she should be ready. I'll do that right now. You just gotta just twist it. Twist it, twist it. And if you want to, you can reach up here and feel. Oh, it's getting there. It's close. Maybe a tad more. It feels pretty good to me. Feels good. So then you'll just take this nut down here. Like I said, when I took this apart, somebody soused down on it real hard. And it don't need to be that tight. All you've got to do, let's see, trying to get the best angle, is that's it. Just a little snug. Slide your boot back down over everything. And may end up having to go to the other side. Get that done. There we go. Slide your boot down. And you have just adjusted the clutch on the Big Twin. Hope this helped you out some way. Like our channel. And give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. Hit your notification bell, and we appreciate you watching, and we'll get you some more content as soon as possible.